Grinding in silence, the mental battle of building something from nothing. So I am perpetually exhausted. I've been grinding on my small business for months and months, and lately I've just been like completely locked in. So I'm a video creator and I have a lot of YouTube channels. And as a young man, I found myself deeply struggling in the workplace, working all these crappy jobs in warehouses. I've worked at bakeries. I worked construction for probably like a complete decade. And it's exhausting. And what I did was after hours of my 40-hour work week, or sometimes 60-hour work weeks, was I built like a brand essentially and learned how to YouTube, how to create videos. And it's been a grueling process. I would say like 5 years of grueling on the sideline. I finally became full time. And I have a handful of YouTube channels. And I don't mean to bore you here. I'm just giving a little bit of a backstory here for this channel. And like I've just been grinding because nothing is scarier than being out on your own. Even though it's like the most free thing in the world, I feel like no one is talking about like the grinding in silence. And I mean, I feel lonely. I feel, and I know I'm making myself lonely. But here's the thing, like mentally, I just want to try to get ahead. And, I have a 7-year-old daughter. I'm trying to give to her, back to her. She's at that age where like things are just only going to continue to get more expensive. And the economy just seems so depressing right now for people. And it seems like the only way this is going to go decent for me and my family is if I just gruel and grind this out. But, the mental battle of building something from nothing, like I just wanted to kind of vent almost as like a therapy of like how freaking hard this is. And building a business from scratch is difficult. You not only have to learn the skill, but like once you go on your own, you have to learn the finances, you have to learn, so there's so much, just like the taxation of it all, like all the write-offs. And I know I'm not complaining. I'm thankful to be in America and being able to do something like this. But I think going into like this monk mode, I've especially just dialed in recently. And maybe there's other people out there that are feeling the same way, I almost feel like when I'm with my family, I can't turn off the business stuff. I can't turn off the money, the finances, but I've become really good at sort of like pretending, and trying to be there as a parent for, something I wished I had as a kid, kind of goes deep, but maybe there's other people out there that are struggling to kind of like put on the show for their friends and family because they're just like, they're frustrated behind the scenes, and they're just like, it's I ask myself, it's like, do I actually love the work, or am I actually just chasing kind of like the success that I want, or do I just love working? That's like the battle in my mind. I think I do. It's almost like you fall in love with your trade as a small business, and I don't know, man, it goes deep. It's like, do you enjoy the work, or are you working for the success? That I just keep asking myself that. It's funny because I went full time on my own to have freedom, but yet I work all the time. Maybe it's like I keep telling myself once I hit a certain threshold, I'm going to be able to like tone back. But as entrepreneurs, we're constantly just moving up that threshold, I have a goal to make 100K in a year. I haven't hit it yet. Maybe once I hit that, I can breathe a little bit. Or maybe it's at 200K. I don't know, man, but just trying to like elevate my mind past this. Maybe it's something I need to conquer in therapy. I don't know. Hit me up in the comments if you're having a similar battle, and it's the grinding in silence is difficult. Getting into that monk mode. I find the hardest part is actually unplugging from it. Like it's easy to just grind and grind and grind, but then unplugging from it to go do a family, be at the family, that's probably the hardest part, So it's a bit of a mental struggle for me, and maybe it's trauma. Who knows? Maybe it's, some say your childhood is us entrepreneurs, we weren't good enough as children or something. I don't know. So, but yeah, guys, nobody talks about the grinding in silence, the mental battle of building something from nothing. So if you're somewhere in there, hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear back from you guys. This is just going to be super raw videos talking head to face cam here, just to kind of get this channel going and to kind of build the backstory. Maybe we'll do some editing once we get going. But honestly, this is kind of just like a therapy session. So, and the things I've learned along the way, we're going to be sharing that stuff as well. So without further ado, consider subscribing. And yeah, welcome to the channel.